Hey YouTube, this is Wrestling Amusement Park Fan 62. It is Friday, uh, January the 13th. Now, we're roughly 100 days away from Kings Island opening for the 2023 season, which means um, there's stuff that, in my opinion, they need to work on to make the park a lot better. Now, the park is a great park, don't get me wrong. But there is stuff that they need to work on as far as making it better. First off, more shade options. Now, a lot of the shade that they do have, minus like the tree sections and stuff like that, are just like umbrellas with Coke, uh, with tables with Coke umbrellas. Now, that is fine for a short time, but you need something that is going to make you stay longer. Now, I do applaud the Chicken Shack in there because at least on either side of them, they have fans to at least help. Uh, so that is kind of neat. The next thing, sticking with food, is they need another sit down style restaurant. As of this moment, the only sit down style places that they do have in the park is the Festus House, um, which only has La Rosa and Panda Express, the Chicken Shack, uh, Skyline Chili on International Street, uh, the French Bakery at the end of International Street, and uh, the one under Diamondback, Miami River Brew House. All the rest that they do have are mostly get and go style restaurants. So that is another thing that they need. Um, One, it helps with the crowds as well, just because one of the biggest problems is that with how crowded that park gets, especially on weekends and during events like Haunt and stuff, they need something to help dispense the crowds, especially Festus House, because Festus House during Haunt itself gets to almost unbearable. Um, because the line for Panda and even La Rosa at times can get unbearably long, even with them having all the registers open and both lanes open for La Rosa. So that is another thing that they drastically need. Um, Now, the next thing that they need is something that is like a family style attraction. So something like a Ferris wheel or something in that ballpark where people from multiple generations can get on. Um, because a small kid can't get on something like Orion. So that is one thing that they do need to look into as far as people from all ages. Um, Now, the next thing that they need to is not really focus on certain things. Like they tend to focus more on the thrill ride aspects of things they need, so they need to kind of focus more on the family style stuff. Um, Now, the last thing is this. Excuse me. Uh, Now we're jumping over to the water park for a minute. Their water park needs to get updated so bad. While it is a good water park, it just needs to get updated somewhat. Maybe add some new style attractions to it. The last newer style attractions they added was a set of water slides, and that was 3 to 5 years ago. So that is one thing that they desperately need to do is update a lot of that stuff, uh, and keep that looking good as well, because that does bring in a lot of money.